Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Butcher for the PlayStation 4. Butcher is a 2D side-scrolling shooter developed by Transhuman Design and Phobia Game Studio. The game starts with your ship docking at a space station where you find a series of portals. Through these portals are levels full of enemies, deadly traps and challenges. You play as a kind of machine, you kind of resemble the Terminator and your job is just to wipe out humankind. I think that's the story. It doesn't really say much in the game, like that's kind of the gist I got. So that's the premise, but what's the game like to play? Well, it's a twin stick shooter, which means one stick to move and one stick to aim. You've got a variety of weapons you can use to kill the enemies with your sort of classic shotguns, rifles, flamethrowers, chainsaws, etc, etc. But be aware the ammo will run out, so make sure every shot counts. So you go through portals, you find yourself in different locations, you kill anything that moves before it kills you, find switches, avoid traps, and generally you just follow the breadcrumb path through the level until you've killed everyone and you've found the exit. Throughout the levels you'll find armor, health and ammunition, and you will need all of it, so make sure you collect it. The game is very fast and it's very loud and it's just super violent, and the combat is intense and it's visceral. It's one of the most satisfying side-scrolling shooters I've played since Broforce or Door Kickers. It's very, very intense, very over the top. The audio in particular, the effects for the guns, they're just amazing, and as are the gore, sound effects and the death cries. Have a listen to this stuff. I mean, you gotta love that. It's just a really chaotic and enjoyable ride throughout, and if you enjoy super fast, crazy, violent games, then you will love this. The level design is excellent and you'll be exploring the ironworks, military bases, volcanoes, jungles and many other places. The enemies, they're fairly varied. I mean, basically you just have to shoot everything, but it does keep you on your toes. You know, you've got the regular grunts, you've got ones with special weapons, ones with jetpacks, flamethrowers, animals, sort of deadly fish. You've got these traps that are just an absolute nightmare to get through, so you know, there's lots to consider and lots to deal with. Graphically, the game doesn't really look that amazing, although the environments do have their charms. The main character and the enemies, they're very, very small on screen, so it is kind of hard to see what anything looks like. But honestly, all you have to do is kill anything that moves, so it's not really a big problem. It's not like you're going to get a lot of time to go, oh, look at that beautiful environment. It's all about, does it move? If it moves, shoot it. That's the game. But visually, yeah, it's got that deliberate retro feel, and you know, once you get used to it, it does look nice, but you're not really going to be soaking in the environment. I mean, graphically, the explosion effects and the kind of gore and all the kind of that grossness, that's probably the highlight of the visuals. The music is high octane stuff and it really adds to the momentum of the frenetic combat set pieces. You add the music and the sound effects together, and that's why Butcher just really excels and stands above the crowd. The guns just feel powerful and loud and noisy and just brutal, and it's incredibly satisfying in that regard. So overall, the audio is just very, very good. Okay, so what's good and what's bad? What's good? The levels are well designed, the audio effects are amazing, the combat is fast, frenetic and violent, and it's a real challenge to complete. What's bad? The characters, they're very small on screen, so it is a little bit hard to see what anything looks like. And there isn't a couch co-op mode, which I'm kind of surprised with, because this would be perfect for that, but for whatever reason it's not in there, but there you go. Okay, so what is the verdict? Butcher, it's a simple game with a fun and challenging game loop. The guns, the weapons, they're all really satisfying to use, and the levels, they're varied and they're quite tricky at times. Overall, it's just a very strong indie title, and it sits somewhere between Doom and Broforce in terms of its style. You know, it's a game that whenever I play it, you just kind of get lost in it because it's very intense and very fast, and you just kind of get like zoned in, and the sound effects, the music, the kind of relentless nature of it, it's very fun. It's also a good game to watch. Like, I was watching a friend play it the other day while I was writing some stuff for the review, and it's a great game to observe but also a great game to play. So, you know, overall I would recommend this game. So my score for Butcher is 8 out of 10. It's fast, fun, action-packed, ridiculous, carnage, violence, challenging, good value for money, great indie title. But it will test your patience, and it's quite challenging when you crank up the difficulty, so be ready for it. Okay, that was the review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.